Yo everyone, what is going on? First things first, like always, thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel today. We've been getting a lot of support, so that's awesome. Thank you guys for that. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 secrets to getting bigger arms, right? So you want to get the biceps, the triceps. For any given reason, you might want to get your arms bigger. These are going to be my 5 tips to getting your arms bigger, guys. So let's get right into it here for you. So I got it all spaced out on these whiteboards here. So I'm just gonna read off the whiteboard what I've got written for you guys there and then summarize it up for you. So the first tip is gonna be that building your biceps takes a lot of time, guys, right? So you don't just wanna hop right in and think that your arms and your biceps are gonna look huge in just a couple days, weeks, or even months, right? It can take years to build your arms. So don't get discouraged too quickly, because progress will come fast, but then progress will come super slow, right? At first, you're gonna get a bunch of progress. That's exactly what happened to me. At first, I got a whole bunch of progress on my arms. They grew a whole bunch, but then after a while, they started to look the same and the same and the same. But really, they're just growing at hyper small increments that you can't really see to your eye, because obviously we're looking at ourselves every day in the mirror. But I assure you, if you're training and you're overloading them, that they are gonna get bigger over time. So you just gotta stick in there and keep your head in the game. And my number 2 tip for you guys is gonna be nutrition. So obviously we all know that nutrition is the most important thing when it comes to training, because it's all about recovery at the end of the day. If you can't recover with the proper nutrition, then you're never gonna build muscle. So you guys have to make sure that you're not on any kind of crash diet when you're losing fat, and you're not on any kind of restricted calorie. Well, you have to be on a restricted calorie diet, but you don't want to be too restricted. You don't want to be hungry all the time, guys. If you're hungry all the time, that's a sign that you're being too restrictive and that you need to add some calories into your diet. So you want to feel satisfied and satiated, but not over satisfied, right? You don't want to feel like too full, too bloated or anything. You gotta have portion control, and you gotta be careful with the food choices that you have so that your arms can recover after a long session of training them, right? And tip number 3 today is going to be that the eccentric motion is the most important part of the movement. So when people do bicep curls, they like to think that curling up is going to be the one that builds the most muscle, builds the most strength, right? Because that's like the movement, that's the portion of the movement that you want to focus on, right? But actually no, it's the opposite. You want to focus on the eccentric contraction. That means going downward with it, instead of the concentric contraction, which means going upward with it. So you want to explode up, and then you want to hold for a quick hot sec, and then you want to go down for 1 to 2 seconds on the eccentric. You hold and you keep your arm in place. You don't want to shoot it up, obviously. If you want to learn how to do bicep curls the right way with an easy bar, you can click up here and watch the Forum Friday, figure out how to do that. But other than that, just make sure you're getting the eccentric contraction in on every single rep, and I promise you the burn will be a lot more and your gain from it will be a lot more, right? Number 4 is all about lifestyle change, right? So you cannot just set out on a goal to build bigger arms and then not do something different every single day in order to get to that result, right? You can't set a goal, have a goal in mind, and then not put in the necessary steps needed to hit that goal. So you have to obviously change around your whole lifestyle, right? You got to fix up the nutrition. You have to train your arms every 48 hours, your biceps or your triceps. The optimal way is to do push-pull legs. As I said many times in my videos, it's probably getting repetitive, but I'll say it once more. Push-pull legs is the most optimal split. So you'd be hitting your biceps and triceps every 48 hours, which is optimal for muscle growth. So you want to do that. You want to have the nutrition, and you want to have the recovery all in. And if you want to learn all about this, you can watch my 3 components to teen training video right up here, where it persists to teens, but not only to teens. Also, if you're not a teen, don't worry about it. It'll still persist to you. It's really just the top 3 keys needed to build muscle in the long term. And the 5th tip I have today for you guys is all about just sticking with it and being consistent on a day-to-day basis. Like I just said previously in the last tip, bodybuilding is a tough and precise thing to do. It takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of mental toughness. It's gonna be really hard, but the sooner you hop on the train, right? I like to say hop on the train and stay for dinner, because you wanna hop on the train and stay on the train, the gain train, and just keep pumping out the reps. You never stop. You just keep going and keep going and keep going. It's all about consistency, staying consistent with it, never giving up, and knowing that in the end you will build muscle if you're doing all these steps right? Building muscle comes down to 3 things really. It's really simple. It's all about overload, stimulus, and recovery. That's really it. If you have those 3 things dialed in, you will build muscle over time, and you just have to have the mental mindset that you're gonna keep pushing. Doesn't matter what anyone else says, you're just gonna be on your own journey and stay on your own journey and just do you. Hop on the train and stay for dinner, right? So, leave a like if any of these tips were helpful to you guys. Comment below what your favorite tip was, and subscribe if you're new, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys.